Howdy y'all, it's Chris with showupfitness, your favorite trainer with a belt buckle. Today we're going to help you get hired at a corporate gym by developing the best possible resume. Before we get into this, make sure to follow us on Instagram, YouTube. If you want to become a trainer, our next internship in Los Angeles, August 12th, La Jolla, San Diego, September 10th. All you got to do is show up. So let's talk about resumes. Most headhunters will tell you got about 7 to 10 seconds to get your point across with a resume. They're coming across a lot of individuals who are applying for that position. Equinox, Crunch, 24, LA Fitness, whatever corporate gym you're trying to get into, you probably have about a 7 or 10 second span to get into the front door. So they will then call you, schedule that appointment, but your resume is what gets you into that door. So you got to think of it as you want to perfect everything on there nice and succinct. Next thing, don't be a nincompoop. We got to bring that word back. I really think it's awesome. Idiot's offensive. Nincompoop, it's kind of funny, right? But don't be a nincompoop. So what that means is you need to eliminate poor vocabulary, diction, punctuation. If you put a period at the end of every sentence, you'd be surprised at how much stupid things we come across with a resume. Cover page, you do not need that. Eliminate that unless they ask for it. If you want to apply for a lifetime and they say we need or accepting a one-page cover letter, then you need to submit that. I've gotten so many pictures of people. This isn't Instagram. This isn't YouTube. Do not send me a photo, a bio picture of who you are. I don't care. I know that the fitness industry is extremely narcissistic, but I don't want to look at a photo of you. I can find you. I'm a very good stalker on Instagram. Do not submit that. It's an easy way just to get that thrown away. Now, I've gone through and analyzed a lot of resumes, and so we have a week in class where we do business development, and that's what we're going to help you with today. So we're going to go over different resumes and give you examples of great ones and then poor ones. So the presentation name paper needs to be one page. So when you look at a resume, I want to see your name very big at the front. It's the first thing that they need to recognize. So the paper, this isn't good. You can have the best resume in the world, but if your corners are bent over and the presentation sucks, that just shows me that you are going to replicate that during the job. So present it like it's a golden piece of paper that you're giving to the Pope or God or whoever is your deity. Languages, you can put that on there if you like, put that at the bottom. The first thing that they're going to look at usually is what is your objective? I want to obtain a position in the fitness industry where I can help people. Modify that. If you're applying to a YMCA, to obtain a position in the fitness industry, helping senior citizens live longer. If you're going to apply to a Velocity, to obtain a position in the fitness industry where I can optimize my sports and conditioning programming by helping athletes become better. Make it specific to the population that you're going to. If you're applying to an Equinox, do not put on there, I want to work with young kids. My objective is to train athletes and young kids, because that's not what you're going to see there. So you need to have a solid, objective 1 or 2 sentences. Get your point across. Next thing they're going to look at is certs and experience. If you have a certification, put it on there. Do not put when you're going to get it. For example, I'm going to get NASM certified. We're in August right now, in December. No, just put you have it. It gets you in the door. I call this fabricating the truth. If your moral compass is perfect and you don't want to lie, fabricate the truth, because they will not hire you if you do not have a certification. So to go into a corporate gym, it's going to take about 2 to 4 weeks to get hired. This is going to get you in the front door. The fact that it says you're NASM certified, they will then interview you. So just put it down, you'll be fine. And then at the end, when they hire you, in those prior 2 to 4 weeks, you can get your NASM cert. Just buy our study guide, $69. It will weed out all the bullshit. You don't have to study certain chapters. Chapter 6, 7, 14, focus on that. Don't read chapter 4, don't read chapter 8. You don't have to focus on the stuff that they're not going to quiz you on. So if you have a college degree, put that on there. You don't need to put high school. You do not need to put high school. Just if that's all you got, you can put high school if you like, but focus on the certification in that regard. So they want to see your certification, then it gets into work experience. Now, we have a lot of people transition from a different career. So for example, this guy right here, he was working as a barista. Utilize those skills and cross them over into the life of a personal trainer. Well, I have no experience. I've never trained anyone. You have life experience. I don't care if you're 18 or 100, you have life experience that you can relate to the people within personal training. So use that. If you're a barista, you multitask. Do you have to multitask when you work as a trainer? Of course you do. You got to work with a client right here. You got to figure out, make sure the equipment's nice and set up over here. Oh, watch out for that. You got to bring them water, give that service. So you're working in a lot of different aspects as a trainer. So relate that over into the capacity. So if you were a chemist, maybe you led a small team of 7 people. Be very specific with your numbers. Led small team. No, you got to say I led a small team of 7 people. Also remember past tense, present tense. So some trainers are currently training at Show Up Fitness through our internship. So on the dates that you put on there, so for example, September 2018 to current, you would put the bullet points in present tense. I manage a group of 9 trainers. I train 7 clients. Versus older jobs, September 10th of 2010 to September 10th of 2016, past tense. I managed a group of 9 clients or managed 15 employees. I led a group of 26 employees. Past tense, prior jobs, present tense, you're still working there. Little things like that goes under the nincompoop category. Where if you don't have solid bullet points, if you don't have the proper punctuation, of course that's going to get you not even looked at into the front door. But if you used present tense for past jobs, little things like that will annoy recruiters and your potential employers. Experience, I want to learn if you did have a prior job, how long did you work there? And this is important because this is something they're going to analyze. If you had a job for 3 months, that's a red flag and I'm going to talk to you about it. Why did you leave that job? The boss was a dick. I didn't get along. He wanted me to be there at 6 o'clock. It's stupid. I'm not going to do that. Why would I ever show up at 6 o'clock? Do not put a job on there that they could potentially reach out to and you get a bad review or some bad reference from. You want only great things on here. And at the very end, like this person right here says, why am I fit for the job? Nope, you don't want that. It needs to be crisp, clean, quickly to the point, because remember, 7 to 10 seconds is all you have. So for this one right here, there was a lot of stuff going on. Your resumes are going to go through drafts. Don't worry about it. If you ever want to send me your resume, I'll take a look at it. Real quickly tell you it sucks, fix this. Don't get offended. You got to get a thick skin on you. This one right here we got from a potential trainer. Came in, dropped it off. I kept it. It was 2 pages. I didn't even look at it. The fact that it was 2 pages, I'm not even going to look at it. You're a personal trainer. You're not a CEO at Exxon. All right? So 1 page. I use these as an example. I get a lot of terrible resumes. I bring them and show students what not to do. Now this was the best one that I got. And the name is bold. It's in a box. Objective, to obtain a career in which I can grow into a top fitness professional while furthering my education and personal training. Love it. Experience. Went to school. Where he went to school. College. And then he has the dates, May 2014 to current. Nice line across. Professional experience. Here's my school. This is what I did in school. So this is a student who's in our internship. This was assessed and trained over 20 clients through NASM static and dynamic postural assessments, BMI, BMR, caliper sites, cardiovascular, gait analysis. Program design. Utilized NSCA's needs analysis. So they use different certifications because you got to remember, if you were to apply to Show Up Fitness and you had NASM on there, I would not hire you. I do not respect NASM. I don't think NASM is a great certification by any means. And if you have that, that could pigeonhole you. So be diverse. I have a strength background. You got to research the person you're going to potentially be interviewing. So with a strength background, I want to see NSCA. So students, we go over needs analysis in here, how that client moves, the joints, the actions, injuries, and the specificity of the sport. So put that, make yourself diverse. ACSM, American College of Sports Medicine, your coronary artery disease risk stratifications. Put that on there as well. Make yourself diverse because you could have someone who works at an Equinox or a Crunch that has a ton of NASM trainers come in. They're constantly on a BOSU ball. They're doing all this corrective work. Their clients aren't getting results. So they're fed up with it. They want some new, they want some ACE. They want A school, they want something else. So when you put your cert on there, you're flipping a coin because someone may not like that cert. So be aware of that. So this individual, NASM at the front, NSCA, ACSM, they diversify themselves. And that's one of the problems with the fitness industry today. We're not diversified. You put your NASM hat, that's all you can talk about. Well, that's boring to me. I want someone who can talk to me about movement in a sports specific way. What about for an elderly person? You got to be able to relate to all aspects. So the certifications get you in the door, but don't just throw out all your certs. If you NASM, you could be pigeonholing yourself. So be careful of that. Nutritional guidance. Clients have put together nutrition programs, analyzed 5 clients via a body mass equation. That's what we go through here. So we go through all aspects of the BMR, but we incorporate some other things such as sleep and stress and alcohol consumption. So they make themselves nice and diverse. Other work experience. This guy worked at Herbalife, Nike. Nice 3 solid bullet points. It's consistent across. Every single one has 3 bullet points. And at the end, references. There's 3 people. You do not have to put references. You can put references available upon request. Totally up to you. So to summarize a resume, it's quick. You got 7 to 10 seconds. Send it off to 3 to 5 people who will be able to go through it and catch little things that you did not catch. Don't be a nincompoop. Don't be funny. I don't want to say, don't tell me a joke. Don't put LOL or use any type of Twitter language today. If you put an emoji on your resume, I'm going to keep that and show everyone what a nincompoop you are. Don't be cute. Presentation, nice paper, like a blue hint or a tan color. Don't go crazy with like red or black. No, put it on something a little thicker than the normal piece of paper. Start out with your objective. Your name needs to be very big at the front with an email. Look at your email too. Chris is fucking awesome. I'm not going to like seeing that because that is not very proper, right? You need to be politically correct. Here's a funny little story about my mom. Her name's Sharon. Last name, Hitchko. Shitco@gmail.com. Doesn't look great, right? So be aware that your email may be funny or have some funny story to someone else, but that person looking at it could be offended by it. So have just a simple email, your name at Gmail, your name fitness at Gmail. They're probably going to look you up on Instagram, which is a whole nother video. So make sure when you are submitting resumes, I would put your Instagram on private. Be careful what you do on Twitter, on Facebook, because people are going to start looking at you and what you're doing. And we forget that we put so much stupid information out there we think it's funny, but an employer could go look and see that, and then you're not going to get hired. Write down your certs experience. References available upon request. If you would like, you do not need to put references. Keep it 1 page. This will get you into an Equinox, a Lifetime, a Crunch. If you have any questions on your resume, shoot it to me, chris@showupfitness.com. I'll review it for you free of charge. If you want to become a trainer and you are not in California, take a look at our study guide. If you want to become a trainer, you are in California, Southern California. We have Los Angeles, we have San Diego, but we're going to start getting into new markets. All you got to do, show up, make sure to follow us. Have a great day.